You've sold the same digital download for years, never charged a dime of tax on it, and as of January 2026, that may have quietly changed. But nobody sends a warning letter. We've walked plenty of sellers through these mid-year flips, and today I'm going to share 4 things you'll need to consider as these changes continue. First, let's talk about why a product can become taxable without you doing a single thing differently. Digital goods are the fastest moving corner of sales tax right now. More than 30 states tax at least some category of digital product today, and the trend runs almost entirely in one direction, towards expansion. Georgia did exactly this in 2024, and Arkansas did the same a year before that. States watched DVD and CD sales collapse while streaming took off, and they're rewriting their tax codes to follow the money. The catch is that these changes happen at the state level, on the state's timeline, and they rarely land on your desk with a friendly heads up. Your checkout keeps charging exactly what it charged last year, while the law underneath it has moved. So the real question isn't, did I change something? It's, did a state change something on me? Second, here's the clearest example of that in 2026, and it involves Maine. As of January 1st, Maine extended its 5.5% sales tax to digital audiovisual and digital audio services. In plain language, that means streaming video, streaming music, podcasts, and audiobook subscriptions. The things people watch and listen to without ever owning a copy. Subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, and Apple Music are now taxable to Maine customers for the first time. At the same time, Maine repealed its separate service provider tax and folded those services into the regular sales tax. If you sell any kind of subscription content into Maine, that was a change you needed in place on January 1st, 2026. This is not one you can catch up on in April, and Maine is the headline, not the whole story. Third, and this is where sellers get tripped up, digital goods isn't one single bucket, and a state can flip just one piece of it. This matters because you might assume a tax change misses you when it actually lands on one specific product line. A downloaded file you keep forever, a streaming service you only rent access to, a SaaS platform, software as a service, meaning software you log into instead of install, and an ebook can be treated differently in the very same state. Plenty of states tax a permanent download but exempt a rental or a stream because you never take ownership. Others draw that line in the opposite direction. So is my product newly taxable really means, is this category in this state taxable now? One yes doesn't make them all yes. And fourth, what should you do about it? What does this mean even if you never sell a thing into Maine? Watch for rate changes too, not just brand new taxes. Washington, D.C., for example, is raising its rate on digital goods to 7% in October of 2026. And here's the piece most people miss. In most states, your digital sales count toward economic nexus thresholds, the sales or transaction limits that trigger a duty to collect, even in states that don't tax the product itself. So those non-taxable sales can still be quietly pushing you over the line somewhere. Your one move this week should be this. List every digital product you sell down one side of a sheet of paper and every state you sell into across the top, and check the taxability category by category. But being taxable is only one problem. Getting caught is another. Because did you know that states are starting to use AI to find these issues? Well, for more information on that, check out this video. And remember, when in doubt, always consult with a sales tax professional.